What's up, everybody? Today, I'm in the bathroom, but I'm not using the bathroom. I'm in here because I need to change the shower head. And today I'm going to show you how to do that and also go over some reasons why you might want to do that. So first, with the reasons of why you'd want to change your shower head. The first reason is because it's broken. It's probably leaking or it sprays all over the place and misses you every time. Another reason is it just shoots water out like it's some fire hydrant. I don't know what it dreams about, but it wants to waste all your water really fast. So you'll be freezing your behind off after 5 minutes. So it just empties your water heater, okay? So that's the second reason. The third reason is it's ugly. All right, it's ugly. Let's take a look at this. That ain't cute. And so you might want something prettier. And I don't know what number I'm on now, 4 or 5. One of the next reason is it might not be all that useful. You know, you have those ones where it's a wand and you can, move it all over yourself, do a little massage and all of that, clean yourself in parts that the shower head on the wall can't reach. That's another reason. And finally, the reason I'm doing it is because I'm frugal, not cheap. I'm frugal, and that thing uses up way too much water. So the biggest reason to me is to save money on your monthly water bill. Now, we moved in here a year and a half ago, and I just realized there's no light. Hold on. I actually think that light made it worse. Hold on. Okay, yeah, now how's that for lighting? We got the big old Milwaukee out here now. Yeah, we let there be light. All right, so we moved in here about a year and a half ago. And usually the first thing I do, let me just talk to y'all. Sitting back on this toilet. Hold on. The light is too bright. Okay, now usually the first thing I do when we move into a new house is I change the shower heads, I change the aerators, and I change the bulbs. And that right there saves us probably at least $50 to $150 per month, depending on the house that we're in. Now, for this house, it's probably saving us like $150 a month. And the reason I hadn't changed this one is because nobody uses this bathroom. But my nephew coming to stay with me for a month, and this is gonna be his bathroom, and he ain't about to run up my water bill. So there we have it. Now let's get into the tools you'll need to change out this ugly shower head. Now for these modern day shower heads like that you can just buy from Walmart, because that's where I got that from, you don't really need a lot of tools. You just simply need some scissors, some tape. I prefer duct tape, but if you don't have duct tape, use Scotch tape or some masking tape, and some pliers. Now you want some adjustable pliers though, because obviously the regular ones won't fit around the nozzle. And that's pretty much it. Oh, you need one more thing. A trash can. What do you need a trash can for? To throw that raggedy thing in the trash. So that's what you need. You need 5 things. You need the shower head, you need some adjustable pliers, you need some tape, some scissors, and a trash can. All right, so that's what you need. Now, like I said, I got one of those shower heads. You don't have to go this fancy. So I got one of those fancy ones that has 6 spray patterns, and you can hold it in your hand, you can take it off and adjust it a bunch of different ways. I got one of these, and they're not expensive at all. This uses 1.8 gallons per minute, and you can find that on the packaging. If you don't see it on the packaging, don't buy it, because it probably uses a lot of water. So right here you see it says 1.8 gallons per minute max. Now there are wait, what's that? That's the minimum. Then the minimum flow rate is 0.6 gallons per minute. I didn't even see that when I bought it. I just saw the max. Now I was about to say there's some that go lower than that, but I ain't never seen one that go lower than 0.6. That's super low. I have no idea what setting that is, but that's the one I'm going to use. So anyway, let's get started on the install. The first thing we want to do, I want to say how much this costs. So I bought this nice one. We have one in our master bathroom. We didn't want to spend a whole lot of money. $22 from Walmart. after tax and everything. So let's get started on the install. Now, the first thing we want to do is remove that old shower head. And to do that, we need our adjustable pliers. Now, if you're going to keep that old one, this is where the tape will come in. So what you want to do is, so you don't damage the metal and the finish of the shower head, you want to wrap this up in tape. And I prefer duct tape because it's stronger than masking tape. But if all you have is masking tape or scotch tape, or even painter's tape, but that's expensive, I wouldn't use that. You can use that. You just wrap it around these teeth a bunch of times to make sure it's soft and cushy but still grippy, and then you go on to use it. So I'm going to demonstrate how you do that right now. All right, so what you want to do, you want to open it all the way up. Take your duct tape. And just wrap it around, doesn't have to be neat. This is cheap duct tape. Oh man, I messed that up. And for duct tape, you only need like a couple wraps. 3 max. Like I said, this is the cheap stuff. All right, see, that won't damage anything. Do the same thing on the bottom. I'll do it like this time. Get down those grooves. It's okay if something is hanging off. You can cut it off if you want. Now we're ready to go. And while we're here, let's go ahead and do the hardest job, and that is open this ridiculous packaging. So, I mean, you might even want gloves so that you don't cut yourself. Ow. I don't know why they still making stuff like this. And then when you gotta return the thing, is the worst. Because you're never gonna get the packaging the same. All right, that should be enough. We'll take everything out here. And your instructions, which will be important because every shower head is different. If you had a basic shower head that was just kind of like the one that was up there and didn't have all this fancy stuff, you basically just unscrew the old one and screw the new one back on. Depending on the shower head, you might need some tape, not duct tape, but some plumber's tape. But if you need it, it generally comes with it. So anyway, this one doesn't need it. So we're going to go ahead and remove that old shower head now. All right, to give you some up close and personal action, we see right here, this is where you want to grip it. This is really narrow. Usually they're a little thicker than this, and you can see the plumber's tape right there. But you're going to want to grip that. You could actually use an adjustable wrench for this too, or just a regular wrench if you knew the right size, because it's flat. A lot of them aren't flat like this. Some of them are just round with little ridges, so you would use the pliers. But you can use an adjustable wrench here. If you have that, it'll work a little better. But we're going to grip that and turn to the left. Remember, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. Boom. All right, as we see in our instructions, it tells us basically what we need. The adjustable wrench and the pliers, just like I said, a soft cloth. I mean, that's probably for fingerprints, but you see pipe tape is not recommended. All right, since it's not recommended, we're going to take this off. Now, how do you remove this stuff? It's actually pretty simple, even though this has been on here for 16 years. You're going to want to look for a little piece that's flared up or lifted. Mine's right here. want to just pull that, you'll see it'll begin to unwrap and unravel. And that's pretty much it. This stuff is really durable. And so you just basically are going to unravel it. I got a little stuck right there. But you get the picture. All right, now that we got that off, and don't skimp either. Make sure you get it all off because, oh, you know, I tried to grab this. I'm looking through the camera and completely missed. Get it all off because if you don't get it all off, it'll leak. So now we want to do is just simply follow instructions. And the instructions now say, we're going to attach the bracket to the pipe coming out of the wall. So that's this thing. We're going to attach this to the pipe coming out of the wall. All we're doing is screwing it, nothing fancy. Hand tighten. Now, if you were installing a regular shower head, you'd be pretty much done now. But since we have this fancy thing going on, we have a few more steps. All right, so I want to cover something that's actually not in the instructions, or at least I didn't see it. These two are not the same. You really can't mess them up. It'll screw into one, but it won't screw into the other, so you don't have to worry about getting these mixed up. So you want to make sure you first get all the paper and stuff out. And then you want to first screw it to, I say screw it to that. It's much easier trying to screw it to it without having this on the instructions say do this first, but don't do that. Now, what you can do is find out which end goes to what before you move to screwing this on. Just like I'm pretty sure this end goes to this. It does. So now I know that this end goes to that. And you can kind of tell one person is a little thicker than the other one. So we're going to go ahead and screw this on to the pipe on the wall. All right, and now we're going to do the handle. And it's really not necessary for me to be standing on the edges and balancing because this is low enough that I could just stand in the shower and do this, but I like an adventure. Now this is done, you're going to hang it up. And eventually this falls down normal, but now we're going to test it. We're going to let it run for a few minutes. Cold water, of course, because we don't want to waste any hot water and use our gas. Just to make sure there's no leaks. But as you see, I did everything by hand. You don't want to over tighten it using a tool because that will cause leaks. And of course, you don't want to use the plumber's tape if it says not recommended because, again, it will cause leaks. So there you have it. If you are like me, I don't see any leaks or anything, you're all done. Hopefully this video was helpful, and I'll see you guys next time. Oh! We forgot the most important step.